Hi everybody, it's Chith with Blue Sun on Coltier server. This is part two of two videos that I'm making on archaeology. If you don't know anything at all about archaeology, I recommend you go back to the Blue Sun YouTube channel and look at my first video. It talks about the basics of archaeology, how to do it. The recommendations that I'm giving here are a couple of very light add-ons, really easy to use. Um, the hardest part of it, if you don't have GatherMate already, is get GatherMate and download GatherMate data. I'm using GatherMate 2. I don't know what the difference was, but once Cataclysm dropped, I suddenly had GatherMate 2. No idea if that's what I had all along. But GatherMate, get the GatherMate data, get it imported. If you have a problem with that, just go into your settings, pull up names, and look. And if it says Blue Sun under your character's name, go ahead and send me a tell, and I'll help you out. Otherwise, find help elsewhere. I can't be helping everybody all day long. Most of you probably won't be on my server anyway, so it's not really that big a deal. Um, so once we get your GatherMate, get that set up, it will help out with a couple add-ons. The first one I really want to talk about is this one here, and it's called Minimal Archaeology. And if you look at the setup for Minimal Archaeology, not a lot to it. Okay, keystones are you can have them selected to always use them. You can turn this off so it will wait until you tell it, and you do that by clicking right here. And you can change the size of this, so you can see it a little bit better in the video here. But I have it selected to always use my keystones. If you don't want all this, you're only interested in Eastern Kingdoms, you can turn off anything that's not on Eastern Kingdoms, and it won't show those at all. I have everything selected so I can always see what I'm tracking. Now if you are tracking something that is rare, it will show up here in blue, and these little stars next to what you're working on tell you how many keystones you can use for that item. And if you don't have any keystones, like I have no orc keystones here, I can use 2, but this little spot is empty. And since I have it selected to always use them, it will fill up anywhere that I have keystones. Okay. The second one is called Archaeo Triangle. Very simple to use, and we're gonna go through how to use that right now. Okay, so you're gonna land down here in your dig site. Go ahead and drop some survey equipment. Now what you want to do is stand right on your equipment, face the direction that it's pointing. So reds are a little tricky. Sometimes you can drop it in the same spot and it'll point another place. This one stayed the same. Then you want to go down here to your little interface and actually click on this. Now what it will do is it will look at all of the GatherMate data in the direction that you're pointing, and if it finds a node that is known to be out there, it will actually send you to that node. It's best guess. This one, it didn't have one, so you see right here it says wild guess. So it's sending us off in this direction. Just going out there. Alright, so we get to that spot where it says its best guess was, and no, red. So we face in the same direction again, and it sends us off again. Not a lot of data in the area that it's pointing to, so okay. And this is one thing I want to point out with Archaeo Triangle. It really helps out a lot if you have to go around an object. It will set a waypoint on your map that it's actually sending you to. If you use Carbonite or TomTom, it will link up with those things and send you to that spot. So you get out there to where it's sending you to. Alright, got a new one. Now we still have the waypoint up for our last one, but we got our new one. It's green, so it'll give us another one. Again, taking a wild guess, and there it is. Okay. Now with this add-on, common to get from a yellow onto the node itself in one try. And I've had a few times, not many, but There have been a few where it brings me from a red right to the node. So it is very handy, especially when, like I said, you have to go around things. It actually sets that waypoint for you. And through the magic of filmography, or whatever we call it, quick edit job, and we fast forwarded to the point where I'm just about to finish something off so I can show you how minimal archaeology works. Okay, so put down our survey equipment. Here we are, and it's yellow. And if you are colorblind, I apologize. There's nothing I can do. Blizzard likes to use a lot of greens and yellows. I would imagine that that's probably why these blink faster when they're green. So get over here, and here we go. Now, on minimal archaeology, I get a little sound in my headphones. It tells me it's time to solve. Now, I don't have to open my professions book or anything. Solve it right there, and done. So that's how these two add-ons work. Again, if you are in BlueSign, you need some help with it, just shoot me a tell, get me on Vent, and we can walk through a couple things. Otherwise, there are a couple of other tutorials about each of these on the internet. That's how I found them. That's how I learned to use them. Recommend that you look those up. The developers who designed them go into a little more detail on all the widgets.